Hey everyone, it's Rebecca Lee here. Just going to give it a couple of seconds and just make sure we're rolling and give everybody an opportunity to come on. Happy Wednesday, happy hump day. Sorry I wasn't here last week, but yeah, I'm back this week. So it's good to see you. I'm just actually got my laptop underneath the phone here, so I am just making sure I can set that up so I can see your comments. Hey everyone, hey Lynn, hey Belle, nice to see you both. Yeah, hey Jenna, hi Michaela, hey Deb from the UK, nice to see you. Oh, my girl Steph. Oh, thanks for being here. So happy to see you. Oh my God. I mean, look, I'm here to do readings tonight. So I'm going to do personal readings, and I'm also going to just start off by doing a little bit of a collective reading. Because, I mean, a lot of people have been saying after the solstice and the new moon and all these things that they're feeling fantastic and they're feeling great, and you know, not everybody's feeling that way. I don't know about you. Let me know. Are you feeling great or are you feeling shit? I'd love to know. What kind of people have we got in the group tonight? So look, for the people that are watching and things, you know, are still feeling rather heavy, not feeling really great. A lot of people are tired. I don't know how you've been feeling, but a lot of people are just needing to sleep or tired, or if you're actually feeling completely sucked and completely drained, I'm just going to recommend to you to have some more sleep. There's just so much happening right now. Of course, the world collectively is just completely freaking insane. There's so much emotion, so much energy being purged, and you know, we're in this massive transition. And we can feel constricted, we can feel confused. Some people are excited, some people are worried, you know, and sometimes we can be a bit of both, you know. We can be feeling one thing one day and the next, another thing the next day. But, you know, I think if you're feeling great and things are all good for you at the moment, I think fantastic, you know, keep going. I would just say, just make sure that that's really true for you, and make sure you're not bypassing anything. Not to say that nobody shouldn't be feeling great, but I tend to sort of tune into the blocks. I have a program called Unlock Your Love Blocks. I do a lot of ancestral healing, so I kind of just naturally tune into kind of what's stuck, what's blocked, what needs to sort of come out. So it's not that I'm negative, it's just that's just where my sort of focus goes to what needs the attention. So first and foremost, the feeling and the sense I get from, especially like I do a lot of work with empaths and energy sensitives. You know, if you get quite overwhelmed, you know, a lot of people are not realizing that they're this way, and they're starting to discover it, or they're about to discover it. You can get really overwhelmed. Social media is great for so many things, but if it is really getting you down, or you're experiencing a lot of negative emotions, it might be good just to, you know, really sort of start being conscious of your time on social media and what you're seeing and what you're doing on there, the TV, things like that. So I'm really saying to empaths and energy sensitives just to really be mindful of what you're allowing in your consciousness right now. Okay, nature, sleep, water, these sorts of things I'm getting to really help you. There's a lot of energy around money right now, so there's a sense that some people have been working towards things, or have wanting to get places, and they feel like giving up, or just don't know if they have the energy to continue on. So I want to say, don't give up. Spirit's saying that there's some things that we thought we were going to do a certain way, or a direction we thought we were going to go, that just needs recalibrating. We just maybe need to tweak a few plans because the energies are shifting so much. how we thought we were going to do things just needs to be tweaked or changed. And other people I'm getting need to ask others if they want to co-collaborate, or if they want to partner, or if they want to help out. So this is to do with anything in terms of creating money, creating abundance, creating opportunities, working together. Okay, so these are the kind of messages I get, and I trust that these are relevant for whoever's in this group tonight. So I hope that helps. All in all, we are shedding skin. We are bringing forth more of our higher self, which has always been the plan, which is what we've always wanted to do. Our souls that are here right now, a lot of us are indigos. That can be confusing at the moment too, because it's like, you know, what am I fighting for? What am I wanting to change? And it can be this tear between wanting to bring through new ideas and new systems, but where do we still hang on to? What do we still need to hold on to as a foundation? What serves us? You know, what kind of traditions do we want to hold on to, and what needs to be sort of let go of and expanded? So, you know, there's a lot still we're working through individually and as a collective, and also in relationships. That's just something popping in now for those of you in relationship. You could be having some struggles in the relationship right now, maybe looking at your partner just thinking, holy fuck, are you really the one for me? You know, is this really real? Is this going to work? Because it can seem so hard, and it could seem so draining. And if you are arguing a lot, or if you're questioning a lot, look, I mean, this is not for every case, but just know that everything's shifting. So this is not only are we shifting in the inside, but our relationships will be shifting. So just be aware of that. Give it a little bit of a chance, give it a little bit of an opportunity. Make sure you're clear with yourself. Know who you are, where you're going. And once you're clear about that, then you can look at yourself, your new upgraded self in your relationship, and see what's going to happen there. So yes, so that's just a little bit of a group reading, a little bit of a message from Spirit that wanted to come through for everyone tonight. Please don't give up. You know, just some tweaks in the plans. You're still here, and you're still destined to do what you want to do. It just might seem a little bit different right now. And look for abundance is not just money. Okay, I just feel like everybody is going to be more resourceful now, more creative than ever. Okay, we've had this whole thing go on. You know, a lot of people have lost jobs, businesses, money, and you know, we're going to have the opportunity to be more creative than ever before. So whilst there could be this squeeze, there's an opportunity to really be creative and do things that you might not have done before. I'm also getting that if you had ideas in the past, you know, 5, 10, 15, 20 years ago, I'm feeling like those ideas could come back up now and could be more relevant and could be implemented now. So maybe in your meditations, you know, just sort of, or you may just, it'll just come to you is what I'm getting, like ideas, old ideas will pop back in, or I'm getting dreaming. You're going to start dreaming. So if you don't normally dream, or you haven't been dreaming, I'm getting that dreaming will be really active for a lot of you again. And make sure you write it down. Have a notepad and pen next to your bed. Don't move too much, because as soon as you start moving around, you lose it. You think you're going to remember it, and then it's gone. It's like getting an intuitive or psychic message. So write these down, because I feel like a lot of things that you've either wanted to do in the past, or your soul has wanted to come through and do, and you have forgotten, or only just starting to remembering, is really going to come through. So yes, there's a constriction at the moment, and there's this changing and integrating and all mishy-mashy, but there is a chance for us to be more creative and resourceful than ever before. So remember that. And I'm sorry, I'm going to get to private readings, but also I'm just getting for those of us that have felt different, been different, you know, whether that's physically or just feeling it in your heart and soul all your life, it's like now is our time to really come forth. Okay, so really embrace your uniqueness, really embrace your difference, because this is the time where everybody's looking for something different. So if you've been the odd one all your life, and I seem to attract that because I felt like that all my life, then you know what, it's time for us to really sort of come to peace within ourselves, come to just finally coming home and coming to peace with ourselves. It's our time now, because you know, there's a lot of things that we've been waiting for to do at this time. So I hope that helps everybody. Okay, so when you see me looking down, I'm just going to be looking at the comments that have been made. I'm going to be doing readings tonight. I have my Unlock Your Love Blocks cards. So if you would like an Unlock Your Love Blocks card, that's really good for self-love, relationship, but they can really give you insight to what's blocking you with anything, really. This is my deck of cards. And if you wanted about relationship or love, just state whether you're single or partnered or it's complicated. I can completely get that. Look, I also was guided to bring this deck in tonight. It's one of Doreen Virtue's decks, the Magical Mermaids and Dolphins. I really love this deck. I think the messages are powerful and simple, but I just brought that in tonight to really represent the emotions and the emotions that a lot of us are feeling right now. So if you'd like a mermaid card, and of course Doreen, I've got so many decks, and I've got so many Doreen Virtue decks, and I just love them, and I'm grateful to Doreen for that, whatever she feels about her decks of cards now. But I've also got her Raphael Healing, I think it's called, card deck. Where's the lid? Archangel Raphael Healing. So maybe just comment Raphael if you'd like one of those cards. So I really feel like a lot of us are in deep healing at the moment, and that's another reason for a lot of the exhaustion that we've been feeling. So bear with me. I need to just take a breath and get my center, because I can get all especially when it comes to choosing people for a reading. So just excuse me while I'm looking down here. I'm looking at all of your comments, and look, honestly, it's nothing really personal. It's just where I have a pull to people and what I'm able to see on my screen. So let me just start out. And thanks everyone for being here. Just while I'm just scrolling through, having a look, you can see, you can like my page, Rebecca Lee, Awaken the Spirit Within. And if you wanted to check me out and my programs and stuff, you can look at my website, which is www.rebecca-lee.com. So yeah, so just bear with me. Like, it's really weird with these with these comments, because yeah, it's really hard on the screen. So I'm just gonna have to try and do it on my phone. Every week this kind of changes, and I don't know if it's just me or not, but let me just go back. Hello everybody. All right, so, and hello to everyone who's new. Hello to people that have worked with me and know me. I really, really appreciate you being here and supporting me. I think this is like my 3rd or 4th show. Yeah, so, you know, I'm just starting to find my place here and start feeling comfortable with doing this. It's been a long time since I've done lives on Facebook. I actually started doing readings on Facebook over 10 years ago, where there was no video, and I remember I used to type madly and answer everybody live, and I was one of the first people that was doing readings on Facebook a long time ago. So yeah, so it's good to be back doing those, and it's good to be doing it on video. All right, so okay. Sorry, I know it's just really hard and the messages and the comments keep flicking. So yeah, and I'm just reading all your comments and just taking it all in. So thank you very much for commenting. All right, I'm going to start. I think I found my first person. I'm going to start with Kylie Evans, and I'm just going to write a couple of names down because the screen does change. So I'm going to start just picking. Oh God, you know, sometimes it's like easier than others. I just really like Pillar, oh, I'm sorry for name pronunciations, Pillar Mareshka. So I'm just going to write that down. And, you know, if I'm drawn to someone and they haven't stated a card, I'm just going to choose that. I'm going to choose about 5 people, and I will get through a few, but if I do choose 5, then I can just go bang, 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 bang. I'm going to go for Sheena Bowen. So what should I be doing spiritually and making money? I'm confused with what I should be doing spiritually and making money. Okay, I wonder if you've got a confusion there with, you know, how money fits into spirituality, but we'll have a look at that. So that was for Sheena. Yeah, and I've just got a bit of, oh God, I think I might have to start with you, Sheena. I've already got stuff coming up for you. All right, and I'm just going to, I'm going to go for Bridget Gray, and she wants some advice on her career path. Hey, Bridget. Okay, Shauna. Okay, great. And I really love, you know, might be a bit biased, but because I do a lot of stuff around blocks to love, self-love, intimate love, I'm really drawn to that. So I'm going to go for Shauna Davidson. And she's asking, can you see anything romantically for me soon? I feel ready, but I'm not sure if I have any blockages. Okay, all right, so... All right, so now that I've picked a couple of people, I can go through, give them their readings, and then I'll go through and pick another handful of people. So what I like to say is that a lot of my messages are like double, triple, quadruple messages. So even though I might be addressing Shauna or Sheena, if you have similar issues on your life and my words resonate, take that as a message for you. When I feel like spirit come through and I see this energy go out, it's like it's hard to describe, but I see all this energy just sort of going out to so many of you and reaching your heart. So if it hits your heart, please take it and accept it as a message for you, okay? Because that happens and that's possible, and anything's possible with spirit and energy. So I am going for Sheena. Sheena, spiritually and making money. So as soon as I got to you, I felt like this reflux. I'm getting that you could have some digestion issues. Look, there's a lot of different medical intuitive meanings for things. I can only just tell you what I'm feeling intuitively, and particularly what I know around digestion, and there can be a really difficulty in taking in life, digesting life. There might be a lot going on around you that's hard to kind of, it's not about swallowing it or taking it or copying it, it's about being able to mush it all up and digest it and integrate it all. So you could be someone that takes in a lot of information, or there's a lot going on around you and it's almost too much, okay? You really need to step back. If you're doing like I'm getting spirituality, making money, you might be doing too many courses, you might be trying to learn too many things, and you're not, it's not that you're bad or you're wrong or you're incapable, but you're just trying to take on too much. You need to like kind of master something, just master one thing, just take something, really learn it, really take it in, really and master it, okay? So don't try and think that you have to do everything is the message for you. I'm also getting some neck pain and some shoulder pain, so I feel like I don't know. I feel like there could be. I just feel like something like an elderly woman, maybe an ancestor or a mother that has a little bit of a grip on you, and it could be related to your spirituality and money. Maybe there is an inner belief there, or some conditioning around, is there a hidden or known belief in your family that you shouldn't make money from doing something of the healing way, or a spiritual way? So just check in with that there. I feel like there could be something either known or unknown there, but it seems to have more of a grip on you than what you could actually, maybe what you're actually realizing. And that can come up with a lot of people that have religious families and religious backgrounds, and there are a lot of beliefs in there that we may not actually really know until we start talking to people and, in our families, or, sort of start understanding the religion in the background in our families, and these beliefs that, oh no, we shouldn't be earning money from serving or healing or these sorts of things. Okay, so look, my advice for you, Sheena, is to just sort of take a step back, focus on one thing that you want to do, master it, and then bring the next thing on. The card that I got for you is time to move on. And, it says it's time to let go of the old and worn out so that the new can come in. And I just really keep believing that this is the belief systems and the conditioning in the background. My sense is that there may even be expectations around from family, maybe a father or male figures, that who you should be or who you should not be. So I just feel like it's time to sort of be you, leave those sorts of things behind, leave any old, it's no disrespect to your family or your ancestors, your healed ancestors of course want you to move on, and know our soul's here to bring through new ways of being, and while we honor tradition, but there's a lot of family traditions that are just old and outdated, and we don't realize sometimes how much they do have an effect on us. So that is my sense. Choose one thing, let go of the old conditioning, and I just really feel I'm just getting shown a really big heart. You have a really big heart. I feel like you're an empath. I feel you're getting knocked around a little bit by these energies. So just take care of yourself. And I'm just getting you need to be in a little bit of sun and just have some time out every day, and just breathe, trust, and relax. So I hope that helps, Sheena. Much love to you. Thank you so much for being here. Okay, everybody. So that was for Sheena Bowen. Okay. I'm actually going to go to Bridget Gray now, and she was asking about purpose. Oh, Sheena, I've still got that like energy gripping on, like, oh. All right, I'm just going to ask that to step aside. So, Bridget, purpose, career, interesting for you. And although I know you, I don't really know too much about you at all, or much about you. Lots of distractions. I've just had like this little buggy come in. I always get a lot of messages from nature, animals, as soon, lots of weird things happen for me with my readings, and a lot of different animals come up. Most times after I do a Healing with the Ancestors weekend, I will have a python snake turn up. All sorts of things happen. So anyway, Bridget, first thing first is I'm getting distractions for you. So it's kind of like, and this is with like my deepest love and respect. It's kind of like, oh, something shiny. Oh, something shiny. Oh. And it's like, I mean, you know what? You're not alone. I completely relate to that. And that's a bit of what was happening for Sheena. And I could imagine a lot of us want to do so many things and have the capacity to do so many things. And we have the curiosity and the inspiration to want to learn a bit of everything. But that can really sort of water things down at the beginning, there comes a point where we've got to like kind of pick a path and go for it, and just know that doesn't mean you can't do other things in the future. And I know we've been in the last 10 years, you know, we've been molding, and what I do is a meld of kind of like ancestral work, psychic mediumship, I do family constellation stuff, energy healing, coaching, and it's all kind of all in this sort of hybrid era. But you know, there's still beauty in picking one thing and just going for it for now. And it doesn't mean that that's all you're going to be, or that you can't do other things in the future. So very similar message here as Sheena for you, Bridget. But I am being drawn to the Raphael healing cards for you. And I do feel like there's still a little bit of healing in there, a little bit of grief for you. I can feel that in your heart. And I'm, you know, I always say in my Love Blocks program that our love life and our purpose are so deeply connected. And I'm just feeling like the back of your heart chakra is just closed off a little bit. It's not completely slammed shut, but there's still some hesitancy to receive love. Okay, so I kind of feel like you'll know this, and I kind of feel like you keep your vulnerable side to yourself, and you're very private. So I'm being kind of aware of that, you know, and I'm always aware of that on these shows, you know, doing readings for people. I just really very much honor and respect people's hearts and souls and privacy. So I'm always trying to filter a lot of what I say. But Bridget, I just feel that you do sort of keep a really vulnerable part of yourself quite private to you. And but I'm just going to say here, darling, yeah, there's still a little bit of healing to do in terms of the heart, and just allowing a heart to open to receive, because our purpose is love. And you know, we receive our gifts and our vision and our mission from spirit, and it's all love energy. Okay, you know, and it comes down in creativity and ideas and gifts and skills and direction, but also in our relationships, the people that we're in love with, or who we have intimate partners with, or you know, our colleagues or our friends. You know, it's all very much connected. So my sense is you just do need to allow yourself to receive love. Okay, you just need that little bit of watering, a little bit of healing there from the past, and that will help you really sort of get clear. Get clear, get the vision. It's more the vision. You know, once there's this heart healing happening, there's just this little bit of heart healing. I'm getting that the vision will come to you, the idea will come. Okay, this is interesting card from Archangel Raphael, and it says, avoid allergens. Dear Archangel Raphael, please assist me in identifying and avoiding allergens that may be toxic to my health and happiness. Help me to only crave healthful foods and beverages. So, you know, like when we're feeling a bit off too, or maybe headaches, eye strains, migraines even, this might be for you. It could be if it's not your environment, if you're quite eco with your cleaning stuff and beauty stuff, it might be a message to just be aware of your foods. If there has been something going on, you're not sure what's going on, there could be something that you're allergic to, or it's just not right for you in terms of sensitivity wise in your food. So I just feel like that's a little something to point out for you to be aware of, honey. So I hope that helps. And you know, of course, anyone that gets a reading tonight, please feel free to message me at my page, Rebecca Dashley, Awaken the Spirit Within. I'm happy to, you know, answer any more questions or clarify anything. Okay, so I hope that helps, Bridget darling. Thank you so much for being here. Okay, yeah, no, that feels about right to leave it there. All right, so I'm going to go to Kylie Evan. Now, I don't believe Kylie had anything, she didn't ask for anything particular, but I was drawn to her name. And so, Kylie, if you're still here, I've actually been drawn to pull you and unlock your Love Blocks card. And because you didn't ask me anything specific, I'll just try and keep it as general as possible for you. Okay, so Kylie. When I first tune into you, I'm getting a real strain in my neck. It's almost like, I feel like it's like the feminine part of you doesn't have a voice, or struggles to say what she needs. You could be somebody that takes care of everybody else, but and don't feel like you can have a voice and ask for what you need, and if you do, you feel guilty for it. Okay, you could be a mum that, you know, just really doesn't have the time to fit in anything for yourself. Yeah, I'm also getting some lower back pain when I tune into you, so there could be some repressed anger. There could be some anger around not being supported, but this seems to be going back to early childhood stuff. So if you are physically having any sort of pains with your back or any back problems, that is my sense, and Spirit's showing me that there's just some possibly some inner child work and some anger in there. I shouldn't say just, but some anger in there that's being stored that really would love to be, and it's ready. I'm getting it's ready to be set free. Okay, you know, I'm also getting that you're worthy and that you're good enough, and it's not that you can't have what you want, it's just that you don't have the vision. I'm loving how these readings are sort of going 1, 2, 3, because, you know, with Bridget's in the last reading, I was talking about that healing of a heart, so the vision will come through, and you're getting, Kylie, the vision card, the visualize card, the Unlock Your Love Blocks card. And so I'm getting, it's not that you're unworthy or that Spirit has forgotten you, or that, you know, like there seems to be like you need to be rewarded or something, but the Spirit's saying to you, but you've got to do that for yourself, and you have to have the vision of where you want to go. Like, you can gift life to yourself and you can take your life anywhere you want to go. It's kind of like you're sort of sitting around waiting for it to happen, and Spirit's sitting there saying, but you need to take this step. It's there for you, but you've just got to take this step, darling. Just, you know, you just have to take that step, you know, take that step out. I was going to say take that step in, but I was getting, no, you need to take the step out. Okay, so maybe there's an old situation you need to step out of, an old job that you need to step out of. Okay, but you may need to just step out and show people who you are, or speak what you want, or you know, where you want to go. Okay, and this could be in terms of living arrangements too, or where you want to live. Okay, that could be, I feel like where you live or where you want to live brain is an important piece of your next step. So I hope that helps you. So that's for Kylie Evan. Kylie, I'm going to leave that there with you, darling, and hopefully that will help. Okay. Okay, so let me just go. So for those of you that are just joining, I have already written down a couple of names. I've got 2 more of those names to go, and then I'll be going through the list and pulling out some more names. So the next person that I've written down that I'm going to read for is Pilar Mareshka, and I apologize if that is the wrong pronunciation, Pillar. Now, I don't think Pillar asked for anything specific either, so I'm actually, okay, I'm getting Unlock Your Love Blocks cards again. So Pillar, I'll just try and keep this as general as possible, and I'll leave it up to you to interpret that to perhaps what's sitting on your heart. I feel like you know your question, and that's absolutely fine. Again, I'm getting more back pain with you, so lower back again, the same with the last lady. A lot of childhood stuff, a lot of anger stuff, but also I'm getting like butterflies in my stomach with you. Third chakra, solar plexus. It's really like, for you, it's about who you are, how you put yourself out in the world, and feeling confident about that. Yeah, I feel like there's so much character in you, and so much personality, and so much energy, and I don't know, there's just such a depth to you, and you know this, and you know this about yourself, but you do get anxious about showing that to the world and showing that to people. You could actually suffer from anxiety as well, or at the very least just worry a little bit too much, or get afraid. and get afraid of really showing who you are. Okay, so that's just going to take a little bit of work and a little bit of time to keep building up your relationship with yourself. But darling, the card that I got for you, Pillar, the Unlock Your Love Blocks card, is Parents. Okay, and you know, this says your parents love you as much as you do. And you know, this is a lot of the work I do in Healing with the Ancestors, and this can go really, really deep. And in my family constellation training, Bert Hellinger, who was the founder of Family Constellations, says, you know, our job is to accept the love that's been given. And sometimes we don't see the love that's been given from our parents, especially if they were abusive or dysfunctional, or, you know, sometimes their job was just to give us life, and that was it, you know. And other times, you know, we've learnt from them, and that's not always been by positive role modeling, but by, you know, bad role modeling, like we've learnt how not to be. But let's just see, Pillar. I'm getting like a pain in the heart when I tune into that with your parents. And, you know, just, I think this is a lot about, you know, you breaking free from a lot of childhood stuff. Like, you're ready to become your own woman and your own adult. Doesn't matter how old you are. It's like you're just ready to come to peace with all of that and let it all go. Because I just feel for too long it's just really held you back and made you nervous. I don't know if you're a nail biter or, you know, just, I don't know, just get a little bit nervous. So, darling, I just want to, you know, just not too much I can say here other than I just think you're amazing. I just want to fill you up full of confidence. I just want to tell you how amazing you are. I love my girls that can work with me because I've been there. I had so little confidence, so little self-esteem. And you know what? I just needed some people along my path to just believe in me and love me and just tell me how amazing I am. And, you know, we all need that. You know, yes, we have to generate that from the inside, and we have to believe that and know how to build that energy up within ourselves. But why can't we have people in our life just to give us that bit of confidence and esteem and tell us how amazing we are? And that's just all the energy and love, darling. I just got goosebumps in my whole body, just pouring it out to you and just saying, you know what, you're amazing, darling, and you have so much to offer. And yeah, I really would love to see what you bring to the world. And, you know, it'll be a process and you'll get there. So I hope that helps, darling. So that was for Pillar. Okay, so thank you so much. Okay, all right. So the last person's name I had written down is Shauna Davidson. And once I do Shauna's reading, I'll go back through the list. I better just check the time. And oh yeah, we've still got plenty of time. So I'll do Shauna's reading, and then I'll go back through the list again and write some more names down, and do some more readings. I'm just finding that seems to be the easiest way to do this tonight. Okay, so Shauna Davidson, I hope you're still here. I've just got romance but not sure. From my memory, you were ready for romance. You think you're ready for romance, but you're not sure if you've got any blockages. So let's just see what I pick up for you here, honey. And yeah, I can feel, just want to speed it up, actually. Speed it up. It's like, yeah, you're ready. You're ready for some loving, honey. I can feel it. I can feel it. I feel like you might be a character, actually. And I feel like, yeah, I feel like it's going to be a very interesting character. I want to say man, so forgive me if you're not in a heterosexual relationship, but I will just say character, okay? He needs, or she needs, to have strong masculine energy, okay? And because you like, you love the masculine. You actually need to be more in your feminine, is what I'm getting. I don't know if you, that doesn't actually mean, you know, maybe if you dress like, you know, beautiful now and makeup and everything, it still could be in your perceptions or your attitude. I'm getting attitude. So, you know, sometimes you might have to be a little softer, okay? Maybe a little more patient, maybe maybe a little more nurturing, okay? And, you know, this is not to be condescending to men or women, masculine or feminine, or relationships in any way. I'm just getting for you, darling, just to just play with the feminine in some different ways. And yeah, but I just feel your partner does need to be a bit of a character, needs to maybe be a little bit of a joker. And I feel like you need to have a good laugh. You need to have some good times. And I feel like there's this crazy aspect to you, but you can tend to be really disciplined. It's like you can go blah, or you can go brr. So I don't know, I feel like you might oscillate a little bit between that somehow, but and I'm going to let you just make all this sense right now. I'm trying to just go do. What I want to say, get to the point, Rebecca. What I want to say is I'm getting that it's okay to wait. Don't rush it, because if you rush out and just sort of settle, you'll regret it, and you could just go through some unnecessary like I'm getting clingers. You might get a clinger that you just got to have to get rid of. And it's hard to break people's hearts, right? So that's hard to go through, and sometimes you may sort of hang on longer than what you know you should. But I just feel like really look for somebody that's going to look for the bit of a joker, and it might annoy you sometimes when they're not straight or disciplined or serious when you like, but it's like now you need more of the joker person and deal with that than the other way around. Someone that just can't have a laugh at themselves, can't be sort of spontaneous. You know, I just feel like you kind of need to go the opposite way. So hang in there. Blockages, yes, slight. I can feel blockages in the back of your fourth, second, and a little bit in the third. So there is still some work there, a little bit of work to do, but it's not too bad, not too bad. Little bit of protection going on it's this independence, right? That like I need to take care of myself. I need to do everything for myself. So yeah, there's more we could talk about there, but just needing a little bit of surrendering there. So Shauna, I have no idea what just came out of my mouth. I hope it made sense. And I just feel to leave it there. And yeah, as I said before, you can message me later on. That's fine. If something didn't make sense, that's absolutely fine. So thank you so much for being here. Whoo! Yeah, there's a lot of cray-cray energy there. What a life. You're really sort of... you're wanting to have a really adventurous life. There was a lot of travel too that I saw. So yeah, that was for Shauna Davidson. So alrighty, let's go find some more peeps. Yeah, okay, so let me feel. It's so hard, but I'm not able to. Let me just check my computer again, and see what I can do here. I think see your comments. I think I just need to do that. Okay, just bear with me, everyone. Okay, I just I gotta work my way through this. So I just don't know why that's not showing me all the comments tonight. It's a little frustrating. I don't know. I'll have to ask someone's help for that. So I'm gonna have to go back onto the phone. So that's okay. I can do this. I can do this. Okay. So while I'm sort of just scrolling, I'm going to get a handful of people again. I would like to tell you is that on my page, at www.rebecca-lee.com, on my website, not my page, I have something there called the Awakening Code, and it is like 10 years of my work, and it will tell you where you are, how your chakra health is. Okay, it's a survey. It's quite long, but it's long because it's really, really accurate. it will show you what your lover archetype is and what that means for you in love and looking for love, and give you some advice there. And it will also give you a little bit of insight in where you're vibrating at consciously right now. So if you want to go to my website and scroll to the bottom, and you'll see it's called the Awakening Code. Grab a wine, grab a cup of tea, grab something. You're going to need at least a good half an hour to go through it. It will save where you're at and you can go back there. You will really love the information you get, and I would love to hear back from you guys and how you really resonated with the information that was given to you. So yeah, if you've got some time looking for something to do, I give you a lot of information back, so that's there for you. Okay, I'm just reading this message. Oh darling, okay. Okay, I'm just reading Trish Williams. Trish Williams, I'm writing you down, honey. You haven't spoken to your daughter for 13 years. Honey, I'm just going to start crying as soon as I read your message. So daughter, 13 years since spoken. Okay. Nor does she talk to her grandparents. So she's really sort of stepped away. Okay, darling, I've written your name down. I've written Louise Karan. Louise, hello, darling. Karan, I don't know, I pronounce things weirdly sometimes. And I've got Sarah. Told ya I would. Sarah, you know who I'm talking about. Okay, and oh shit, okay. I'm going to have to go back and read these comments when I finish. I've got Haley Marie. Darling, what's blocking me from true love? Let's sort it out, honey. Haley Marie. Block from true love. Okay, I just need to write this down. Okay. Okay. Oh, you are so beautiful. Honestly, what a beautiful group of souls you are. Holy moly. Honestly, thank you so much for being here and listening to me. That's like, this is just a really humbling place to be in. I really just cannot tell you enough. I mean, honestly, I receive as much as I give doing this work. I really truly do. And I just, you know what? When you think the world's just full of shitty people and just horribleness, and you come and do something like this, and you just like, oh my God, there is just so many amazing people in the world. Like, this work just reminds you that there is just so much love, and there's so much beautiful people. And a big part of like energy sensitives and empaths, you know, we isolate ourselves for so long because we've had so many shitty experiences, and it's just, things can be just tenfold for us, and you know, and we isolate ourselves. But you know, we really need to step out, because and that's what's great about, you know, technology and groups like this. We can find each other and just have a group of people we can resonate with, you know, because we might not have that in our lives. Sorry, I'm just sort of doing 50 things at once here. No, not 53 things at once, exaggeration. So yeah, so it's just really beautiful. Sometimes people ask if someone's passed over. So, and you know, if you've watched me in the last couple of weeks, sometimes they just come through, boom, and they're there. That's not always the case for me, especially in this kind of format. I am not the type of medium that sits there and goes, right, I want to contact the like mom or whatever. It's just like, I can just, boom, if they're there. It's not to say that they're not there, but I can feel their resonance. I can feel them there. So it's not that I'm a hit and miss medium like person. It's like it's just not always the message, right? Sometimes there's soul stuff, sometimes there's energy stuff, you know, but you know, your loved ones are always there, you know, waiting for you, watching you, loving you. So many ancestors recently, you know, had a shift and a transition themselves, you know, so much has been going on in the ancestral world. Okay, so I'm nearly done, peeps, with my with choosing my name. Yeah, okay, my names. Okay, so I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people here, so let's go again. So okay, so first person is Sarah Watkins. I'm going to pull a card for her, and I'm just feeling what card. Okay, all right, so Dal, I am going to pull you a Raphael healing card. That is what I've been drawn to. And you know what, I know bits and pieces of Sarah's life, but not everything. And you know, I'm just going to see what comes through here. And for those that were on earlier, like I do get messages from nature and from animals and spirits, and I had something fly in before with somebody else's reading, and I was just drawn to this other little friend here, Sarah, but I was just, what I'm being drawn to, okay, I'm just going to go with this, like this insect has wings, okay, and it's moving its wings, but it's actually walking. And so straight away that just says to me, you know what, you have wings and you are capable of flying, but at the moment you have to walk. And what I'm getting is, it's not because you can't fly, and it's not because something's blocking you from flying, and by flying we mean reaching new heights. It's because you're choosing to walk. You have to walk right now. And you know, like the old saying where you have to crawl before you walk, you have to walk before you run. You know, it's kind of like that than flying. You know, and I know you're a woman with so much wisdom, and you know a lot of things. I feel like you do actually, you're very mental in your mind. You do know a lot of things. I think that you do struggle to bring some things into your heart and really, really embody it, embrace it. It's like, you know, but do you feel? And I think that, and it's interesting that I'm reading for you because you just popped into my mind at some stage today. I think it was today. And I was thinking about you and your emotions, and I think that you have learnt to really sort of guard yourself and protect yourself over life, because I think that you are such a really beautiful and really sensitive person. So you have put blocks up around you, and I feel sometimes now, you know, it's got you through, but I feel sometimes that's a bit to your own detriment now. You know, you can I'm getting the words, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry, but I'm getting the words that you can be a bit prickly to people. Okay, and sometimes maybe if there's some issues that you have in life, it might be because people are taking you the wrong way. They don't understand, okay? So I'm just getting any communication issues, any confusing issues, you know, in any area of your life. Sometimes it is because people have read you the wrong way, and this is because your energy field and your protection fields, it's a bit, it can be a bit prickly. And but because you're such a mental person too, you can be very just boom, 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 boom. And for the feelers, they're just like, oh my gosh, she's just so sort of like a bit cold or whatever. So I don't know why this is coming up, but this is just sort of coming up about just giving you a little bit of insight into how others may experience you sometimes, or if there's some miscommunications or people just sort of drop off or whatever, and you're not sure why. I think they've just misunderstood you. Now the insect's flying around me. Interesting. Okay, so, you know, that is a little bit of a sign there that, you know, sometimes, yeah, sometimes your protection might be just sort of giving off the wrong vibe. And I feel like this might be around work or friendships, okay? And the card that I've pulled for you from Raphael is Consult a Nutritionist. And it says, Dear Archangel Raphael, I turn my eating over to you and ask you to guide me to foods and beverages that taste good, are fulfilling, and support my ideal health and weight. So, honey, that message wouldn't just be for you there. I'm taking a bit of that for myself. And especially at the moment, I think because of the energies in the world and the collective, and I think that you would be someone who would really feel the collective when, you know, your boundaries and protection shields were down a little bit. But all in all, I think that the next level you want to go to is going to be through food. And I know that you have had some attempts at that. So that is for you, darling. I'm going to leave that there. I hope that helps. I love you and thank you. Okay, so that was for Sarah. All right, and now I'm going to move to Louise Coran. Hello, darling. It's nice to see you. Now, I don't think that you asked for anything in particular. Oh, thanks, Shelley. I just saw Shelley's message. I think that's for me. Thank you, darling. It's beautiful. It's really nice to be supported by other readers. Beautiful. Thank you, darling. Okay, so this is for Louise. Louise, I seem to have the mermaid deck in my hand, so let's just see what's happening for you here. I'm feeling the belly, second chakra. I'm just getting like a bit rumbly in the belly there for you. Let's just see where that goes. Bit of pain stuff going on. So that could be physically as well, or I'm just sort of feeling the energy there. And you, I've got the back stuff with you, but you know, the other ladies earlier, it was really lower back. Yours is really mid back. So I'm feeling blocks for you around your second and third chakras, you know, particularly at the backs. So honey, I am going to try and keep this as general as possible, and we can talk later. But I'm just feeling like a whole other part of you just wants to let loose. Okay. I just feel that, you know, I know that you can be such a wild woman, and you're such a out there woman, and you're such a caring woman. But I just feel like there's this part of you that she's coming up. There's thoughts, there's feelings that maybe you haven't had before, that you're a little unsure what this means. You know, I know that your life, you know, you have your job and that you have your children, but there's just so much more. I'm getting a pain in my right wrist, okay, as I'm tuning in more onto you. So I just really feel like there's this time now for you where this other part of you wants to come out, and she wants to try different things. And I know you're missing your traveling, and that is an outlet for you. I feel like so many things have been cut off from all of us now, which can be hard. And that was that constriction I was talking about in our general reading at the beginning, for those of you that were here. But I think that we have an opportunity to explore other avenues, you know. So normally you might be able to express this part of yourself through travel. I want to get you doing art. I would love for you to come to one of my art workshops. I would love for you to express yourself. I think that you would just produce absolutely wild paintings, and I'd love to have you on a massive big canvas and for you to just be going free at it. And I think you would just be amazed at what comes through. There's a flexibility element here. I think you can be a little bit too rigid, but I think the rigidness becomes because maybe you don't get the support to be a little bit more creative or different somehow. We can talk more about this, but so that sort of goes hand in hand. I don't know, you know, I've got to just trust that you're going to process this, and it's going to relate however it's going to relate to you. And the card that I got was What's Your Thoughts? Hope you can see that. So mermaid card, and it says it's important to only think about what you desire and not what you fear. I think that's what I was feeling in the third. There is a lot of fear, or not a lot of fear. I don't want to say a lot of fear, but I think you do fear, worry. I think your worry is fear. Okay, so I'm getting that she worries a lot. There's someone in spirit around you. It feels like an older man, but there's an older woman as well. So they feel grandparenty, only the last 1 or 2 generations. She does worry a lot. She does worry a lot, but that comes from fear. You are afraid. You do need your structure and you do need your safety, but you need to sort of find other ways to break out and let that sort of wild energy out. Okay, so yes, let's talk about that. Got some ideas. Love to see how that helps. Thank you, darling. Thank you for being here. I love you. How much do we need to just do different things, and how much do we have an opportunity to do different things in these times? So here's the dealio, peeps. I have a agreement with Spiritual Events Directory to be here for an hour, and I've written a few more ladies' names down. So what I'm going to do is, so I have to honor my time, and apparently it's up now. I can't believe that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch off the live. I'm going to go through the comments. I'm going to type, because hey, old school, that's how I started over a decade ago, typing out readings on Facebook. I'm going to type a message to the ladies I said that was there, the ladies that I wrote down, and just type a little message to you guys. I will be back next Wednesday at 7:15. I do offer services, of course. You can see my page, www.rebecca-lee.com. There's a free awakening code survey there. I promise you that you won't regret spending the time doing it. I will tell you your chakras health, your lover archetype, give you advice around that, and give you a little bit of insight into where you're vibrating energetically right now. I'll be back next Wednesday. Thank you all so much. Sending you all so much love. Get some sleep. Drink some water. Thank you. Bye.